A lot of times we fail at life. We fail at our routines and we fail ourselves because we dive into something too hard, hit our head on the bottom of the pool, and then we pass out. We get up at 5 a.m., start exercising every day, meal plan this week, and push to finish a crochet project that we absolutely hate because we don't want to fail at something. We end up exhausted and miserable, but the fact is that we're just going at it all wrong. It makes me think of when my 3-year-old goes outside. There's this one tree that she likes to push on, and there's no way that she's ever going to push it down, but I regularly see her pushing on this one tree. The truth is that we can succeed, we can be happier, we can be better at things without living in a constant state of people-pleasing burnout. It might not seem as shiny and glamorous to our dopamine-seeking brains, but it does work if you give it a try. And decide for yourself if you want to change your mindset.
Multitasking would imply I'm doing several things at once. And in fact, I'm just forgetting several things at once while actually accomplishing none of those things with the constant catchphrase, oh shit, I forgot what I was doing.
Hi there, Sarah here, and today's topic video is about energy accounting. But really, our energy accounting doesn't just have to do with the physical body, but really our brain's capacity to be able to accomplish all the tasks, meet with all the problem solving. The goal should be to end our day tired, but not so drained that we are feeling like death. So I'm going to go through some micro steps, some tiny movements that you can make each and every day. These will be things that you gradually notice make your life better, your home more inviting, and your overall mood lighter and freer.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and gay.
I realized that I had a lot of these micro steps, but I didn't really want to overwhelm you. So I'm going to give you 5 today. And if you enjoy this type of video, please comment below and I can do more. And stick around for the end because I've got some hot tips. Okay, that phrase makes me want to chew my ears off. So stick around. We have some friendly takeaways, some final consideration. I'll think of something better by the end of the video.
Can you forget to text me back?
Number 1 is the mind shuck. If you start to feel like your brain is like really fuzzy, you feel like your thoughts are really disorganized, you feel kind of lost, this is a really practical tip, something that I like to do that will take hardly any time at all. First, you want to just get a piece of paper and pen. Don't worry, you don't have to keep this paper around. You can lose it by the end of the day. Start by writing down the main categories that you're thinking about. Maybe there is a bigger project that is kind of been on your brain, something you might have to plan for. Maybe there's something that you have to do today that you're not really sure what you're going to do. Like maybe you don't know what dinner is going to be. Anything that might be bothering you, maybe something with your kids, anything and everything that's in your brain as far as a category, write that down. Next, if there are subcategories or details that you want to jot down that go with each of the categories, you can go ahead and write those in. Now, everything that's in your brain should be kind of down on paper in a very basic sort of outline. So now we can do something with this information. First, ask yourself, what is the thing that has to be done most immediately, today or right now? So in this case, figure out what we're having for dinner. So what do we need to do about those bigger projects? Do you need to do some research? Do you need to put some steps that you need to do on your to-do list or your calendar in a gentle cadence so that you're not overwhelming yourself completely by just doing too much all at once? Is there something that's bothering you or something that you need help solving? If it's a problem that you can't solve, maybe try talking to your husband, partner, or friend, journaling about it, or talking to your therapist. Honestly, even just talking it out loud to yourself and walking yourself verbally through the steps will typically get you to an answer or solution that sits well with you.
Things people with ADHD experience, part 21. This needs to be fixed. Okay. We gotta fix this. Electrical. Okay. Nothing to worry about there. We gotta fix this. Okay. We gotta fix this. Okay, yep. We've got some drywall. Okay. Hey, when is this all due by? I mean, whatever, really. We don't have a specific due date. Let me show you this. Okay, got it. What are you doing? Filing the tasks. Because it looked like you just threw them all away. No, look. Oh, and once this fills up, I'll just take them outside and burn them.
That brings us to number 2, which is a to-do list revamp. Now, if you don't already write to-do lists, you are really missing out. And today is the first day of the rest of your life. I'm going to walk you through a couple of little tips that I like to do with my to-do list so that it's not just super boring. I have like 20 tasks to do today, sort of thing. And I'm definitely not going to get them all done. Number one is to color code your priorities. Like, what do you absolutely have to do today? In case you wake up and you feel like garbage and you're like, I can't function. I will only do these 2 or 3 things. And voila. The second one is to balance tougher tasks and simpler tasks in your day. So if you hate going to doctor appointments, or anything out of the house, or going to the grocery store, don't try to do 3 of those in a row. Do 1 in the morning or whenever you have the most energy. And then for the rest of the day, just have some of the simpler tasks. Like number 3 is to leave some space for those little tasks that show up during your day. When I write mine out, I leave about 7 lines. So typically that means like I could do 7 things that day. There are certain things that I do each and every day, like walk my dog. I have to make dinner. So I always write those in first. Then I have certain things I do each week on the same day. I try to do 1 load of laundry a day, so I'm not completely just doing so much laundry. And then of course there's appointments and other things like going to the gym. But I like to leave 2 or 3 lines open because if something comes up and I'm like, oh, I'm going to just clean my shower like I did this morning, then I can add it to my list and I can check it off. Or if something comes up unexpectedly that I didn't have any control over, again, I can add to the list. Number 4 is just to rewrite your list when needed. Like I said before, if you wake up and you feel like trash, rewrite your list and just cross off the stuff you're not going to do or move it to later in the week. If you like this video so far, please hit the like button. It really helps get it out to other people who might need it, and it helps me feel a lot better too. The third micro thing that can help you today is to rethink daily friction. Do this exercise with me right now. Close your eyes or walk around your house and think about the things that you do every single day that are really, really draining and exhausting to you. Pick at least one of these things and see how you can make it easier for yourself. So for instance, is it cooking dinner? Julia Pacheco on YouTube, I follow her. She has these really easy recipes, these 1-pot recipes, casseroles, crock-pot things that are actually like really good and my family likes them. And I literally use 1 or 2 of her recipes every single week. There's a little bonus tip. I have a recipe keeper app on my phone that I can add recipes into that I find online. I can take a picture of it and it pops it right in there. So I don't have to get out my recipe box every time I want to look through it. Do you have a really difficult time with breakfast or morning time? If that's the case, then you can start in the night before and you can set stuff out in the mornings to make it a lot easier if your brain is usually in a fog when you wake up. Bonus is if you're going to do something that will end up letting somebody else down. So for instance, in the evening, I will set up the coffee to brew in the morning and I'll set the vitamins out for me and my husband. And after I did this for a few weeks, what do you know? It became a habit and it wasn't even something that I really thought of anymore. And you could also go a step further the night before and you could write on a little Post-it note things that you might want to eat for breakfast that are really easy. If you're still with me, hit subscribe if you want subsequent topic videos that are to help neurodivergent parents, neurodivergent moms. I cannot wait to show you the last 2 that I have for you. So number 4 is to leave space for self-care. Where in your day can you enjoy the things that you love? Are there some micro spaces? Are there some big spaces? Can you listen to your favorite podcast when you're driving in the car? Can you go to a nearby gym and you can drop your kids off so you can have a little time to yourself to exercise? Or maybe read a book at the end of the day or do a puzzle over lunch. Finding and doing the things that you love helps ignite your brain. It actually produces a type of dopamine called tonic dopamine. This is a type that rises more slowly and it falls more slowly, in contrast with phasic dopamine, which spikes really fast, but then it crashes really fast. For instance, basic dopamine would be something like maybe watching TikTok videos or eating a brownie. It's not that these things are bad. It's that if you are going for a walk and you're engaging this tonic dopamine, or you're talking to a friend on the phone, or doing a hobby like drawing for a little while, you're going to find that even when you finish with that, the come down from the dopamine is a lot slower and you'll feel a lot more focused and energized for a lot longer.
People ask all the time, how did I go from a super slob drowning in clutter to someone who has their home tidy and under control? It didn't happen with a new bin. It didn't happen with new fancy system or some Pinterest perfect space. It started with my attitude.
Number 5 is a very powerful one. It is one that you can build on. It has long-lasting enjoyment, and it reduces your stress and it reduces your mental clutter. It's decluttering. Don't ignore the way that you feel after you clear off your nightstand or after you throw away that bag of clothes that you know you're never going to wear. So what is the secret to actually getting it done? First off, I would say is motivation. There is an ADHD mom on YouTube, and her channel is called Clutterbug. And I promise you, every time I watch one of her videos, I'm not even 5 minutes in before I have to get up and I start going and cleaning something. And honestly, once I start throwing things away, I almost get this high, like almost like I'm power hungry, just throw it in the trash. But she is very motivating. I'm going to leave some videos in the description because I'm going to talk about her a little bit more. Because number 2, she also talks about learning your style of organization in your house. And once you learn your style, you really know how you can set your house up so that it's works for you, and it's not cluttered. The third secret to actually getting it done is to just do it in bite-sized increments. And this is going to just keep building and giving you the motivation to continue. She goes over a lot of these bite-sized habits in her videos as well. And then finally is your mindset. Maybe this should be number 1, but there's a phrase that she says that really gets your perspective changed. And that is that everything that you own is work. Everything you own, you have to take care of. So it's a certain amount of work for you. And that just kind of helps you realize, hey, do I want to take care of this one thing any longer? If I could get rid of it, that is that much less work that I have to do.
Your bedroom should feel like a retreat, like a calming, luxurious space. And you can make that happen by decluttering, little bit of organizing, and just making it a priority.
It's time for those friendly takeaways, building blocks of a better life. So I know that you're probably thinking these tips are really great, but this is a lot to do right now. And you're right, it is a lot. So just pick one of the things that I mentioned in the video today, whichever one resonates with you, and start it right now. Or set up a to-do list for the next few days and include on there, watch a Clutterbug video. You don't even have to put on there that you're going to declutter. Just watching the video is all you have to put on the to-do list. Then this evening, choose one way to reduce friction in your life. For whatever part of your day you tend to have more energy or time to yourself. For me, that's the evening. Maybe you have time in the middle of the day that you'd rather do that. Starting small is really powerful because it's so easy, but it is making a change that's going to include another small change until you look behind you and you see a whole mountain of changes that you've made. So I hope this was helpful for you today. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to get subsequent videos. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks. Bye.